So I just arrived at the office and at 7 a.m. And of course, as I was just coming all the way here, I began to think to myself, since it's the first month of 2023, and I'm just starting up this routine of being committed to trading, to the business of teaching people, to YouTube, everything I'm giving 100%. And I begin to think to myself, to challenge you out there, what would happen if you were to give it 100% every single day? No excuses, no complaints, you just give it 100%. Whether you fail that day, whether you win that day, you continue to give it 100%. What would happen? What would be the result by the end of the year? Ask yourself that as we're about to analyze this month. So I just hope you thought about what I was saying, as we got into this video, that we actually gotta give it 100%. Of course, yesterday, if you saw our focused with my students as I was having the Zoom, you did see that we actually hit it right on the nail with our analysis, and we're hoping even today that God may give us that grace. So I want you to join me as you get glued to your screens as we analyze the markets for the London session. We get to break it down step by step for you in order to know and pick up this skill in order for you to also make money. So make sure you subscribe as you watch this, and we of course gonna jump into the markets right now. Okay, family, so we're on the markets right now. As you can see, we are on NASDAQ. You can definitely see that NASDAQ has actually been on an uptrend lately, even though we did get some intraday rather, trades for sales yesterday. But let's just look what the market has for us in store today. And of course, we're gonna be breaking it down all the way for the London session. Now, as you guys know, I just like to zoom in a piece of price action, and let's go. So I want to take the high. So the high for today is this one, but yesterday's high was this one. I want to take yesterday's high because I want to really get to prove a point for you, something here that we can see where the market is going. In fact, I'll just take this low over here, because if the market is here, then I will need this low. Okay, and we can see as we zoom into this beautiful piece of price action, we can clearly see that the market has been in an uptrend, and more or less like it's been ranging at this level right here. So we actually will really want to understand what has been happening. So as we can see, this was the high that the market actually broke out into, and of course in the early hours it's been ranging over there. Now what can we really expect for today is that we can just go along with the trend unless the market actually gives us a change of structure. So what would be the actual change of structure that we may have? So as you can see in terms of this, let me just go ahead and just show you here. We do have this higher low that the market imprinted. We created a higher high, higher low, and of course this is the new higher high. So therefore we're expecting the market to come back or give us a new higher low before we can go back up into a bullish market. But what would happen if the market actually breaks into this trend? So we want it to break this low. I hope now it's clear to many of you. Let's go ahead. Okay, so we have a lot of demands because we are in a bullish market. As we can see, we have a demand here that of course made the market up, made it to go up, and of course we have another demand here, and of course if we can just refine it, that was the demand that actually made the market to break out of this higher high that we have been having since Monday, hence now it's Wednesday. And of course with our strategy, most of our mentorship students know this, mostly Wednesday we get reversals in the market, so if we're getting a trend throughout from Monday, Wednesday is gonna start reversing. So I do anticipate the sort of reversal, even though I do not create it as my bias. So that's many of the times where we see a consistency of a trading strategy is that we want to create it to be a bias. and that affects you so much because you are expecting it to do that because it's been consistently doing that. The market does not owe you loyalty, it just owes you profits. So in this case, I may anticipate the market that it may come back all the way to this, it may pull back all the way to this demand level, then we can buy. But of course, the possibility of it, as I was saying, that it may actually break this demand area. And of course, if it may break this demand area, which was the last high low, then we may actually be getting a change of character in the market, and therefore we may anticipate the market to pull back to levels that it may create. As it's breaking the change of character, then we may expect now the market to start actually selling. So for now, I'm a bit uncertain of the direction, and it's not always that we actually have a clear directive in the market, but we let the market guide us with its clues. As we can say, with the trend we will trade with the trend if it responds thereof with the candlesticks as it gets to mitigate it, or if it breaks, then we have the possibility of being in a bearish market again. So let's see what the market has in store for us. Let me know, of course, family, in the comment section, what do you think? What do you think the market is going to do? So I may actually go to a 5 minutes time frame. Let me just cancel this. So let's go to a 5 minutes chart and see, maybe it has more answers for us in terms of what would potentially really happen, as we may be going up, are we going down? And of course we can see that we actually do have imbalance on the market over here. So we do have this imbalance where the market did create this fair value gap, so it's definitely gonna pull it in. And if it's gonna pull it in, we may have this low as liquidity coming in, because the market, either way, it does two things, right? So the market does, or it wants to create liquidity, it wants to fill in gaps. So that's what the market may potentially do all the way to this. I'm not sure where's my tools, I'm looking for them. Oh, there we go. So we have this that may potentially be the liquidity that the market will take as it pulls back. So at pullback, it's most definitely gonna be quite accurate that we have a pullback all the way to these areas, and then we start buying. But then will it start selling, and then of course we get a pullback, then we have a total change of character? I might not know as of right now, because of course the London session, as I'm actually doing this analysis, has not yet started. So we'll definitely see as it kicks in with that momentum, what will we see in the markets, what will happen to the markets. As I said, guys, you're more than welcome to let me know from a technical perspective, from a retailer's perspective, to any smart money perspective, ITC, whatever the case, 10-9 traders, whatever the case that you guys see, we are all traders who are trying to make money, and the goal is to fight poverty. So you're more than welcome to comment down below and what you see about the market. Again, no one is wrong, no one is right, until actually the market proves us wrong, right, or proves us right in that case. So yeah, definitely, I just hope, family, that this video has actually blessed you. Beginners that are watching this video, or intermediate traders that are watching this video, are actually now well confident to know how a professional trader deals with uncertainty in the market. How do you deal with it? Do you just assume, or you just go ahead with the market? The best thing is to actually flow with the market. Don't force it, flow with it. The best way is to catch the train in the direction that it's going, not the opposite direction. So I hope you've been blessed by this. Thank you so much, family, for watching. I will see you again on the next episode, whether today or tomorrow. I will see. God bless you.